Okay, my last video was me talking about quick scoping or pop shooting or whatever it's called, just like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not here to talk about that video again. Today I'm here to talk about something rather more interesting. And this is called changing your direction and changing your pose or your stance position, which is probably one of the most important things you're gonna need in this game because it's just so bloody important. All right, let's start with the basics. The basics is that if you're in a one-on-one, okay, let's say you're here, you're in nukes. Imagine you're in nukes. You're calm. You're running from spawn. You turn. You're under the bridge. One guy pops out. You see, I just did that so naturally. You can't just stop and shoot. You slide. You change your stuff. This makes him like juggle his aim all over the place because he's trying to get a target at you. I mean, there's so many, like, you can see that some people are known to like predict where you might be moving to. You just stopping and doing that fucks up that aim so much. Oh, sorry for my language if you're under 18 and watching this video, but it just messes up that aim so much that it's just impossible for them to handle. I mean, something like this is one of the hardest things to aim for. Although it makes it hard for you to aim as well, but it's totally worth it because it's just hard for them to aim at you if you could do it properly. I mean, don't you need to know the right time to do it. I wouldn't recommend doing it when he's in the cover like that. Just shoot him. Well, I mean, if it's a one-on-one position like this, then it is quite hard. He doesn't know where to aim for. He's aiming for your thighs. He's aiming for your hands because you're just moving from left to right. He might get a lucky headshot on you, but I mean, that's just luck. I mean, but you're hitting him in every position possible. Whatever he's doing, he's getting hit. Well, that's just the basics. You'll probably learn that, or most people watching this probably know that already. The one I'm gonna expand on is more talks on quick scoping. The thing is like, okay, let's say this guy is aiming for me. It's a bit. Okay, this is why I don't use SMG. I just hate SMG sometimes. Okay. Um, just a second, guys. Okay, so this guy's aiming at me, and okay, let's say you're even just facing a sniper. This is most famous. Is probably the best time to probably use this move is on sub pen when you're on the bridge and there's a sniper on those two on the top. Normally, when you go there, a sniper is always aiming for your head, so he's probably putting his contour around here, which is around your head's position. When you pop out, boom, he's shooting your head off. So make him feel like you're gonna pop your head off. You know, give him the little predicament. You know, you first put your body out. You get a good size of him. Like, yeah, this motherfucker is here. But of course, you're not gonna put your head off because you know if you put your head off and you miss, your head is gonna get popped off, and you just on the floor like, oh my god, that fucking camper, that fucking sniper, he's been there for 10 hours. You don't want all of that bullshit because you're a pro player, and pro players just don't cry. So instead of you just popping your head off, you just change. You always change. You just keep on changing. You just keep on changing your stance, you know. It's probably best doing it on where you could actually stand. From standing, you go to standing and you just keep on doing, like, from standing to lying down. It's also best because, like, if this motherfucker thinks he could just run at you and he's expecting you to obviously pop out and shoot him like that, you could easily just do that. He would not expect you. He will never really expect that drop. that drop is one of the hardest things you could come up against in Ghost Recon Online. So I just want to encourage players that if a guy is running at you, like, okay, he's running at you and is expecting you to pop your head out. Of course, like, let's say that guy's popping his head out. You just have to make your imaginations work like a little kid. So he's popping his head out. I mean, like, I'm one of those pro players who just, like, yeah, you're dead, motherfucker. And the funniest thing, you probably, when you saw that slide, you're probably like, oh yeah, I've seen that slide more than a million times. Do you know what the hardest thing to do when you're sliding is to fucking put your aim down? It is literally impossible. Because when you put your aim down, you're encouraging yourself to. Okay, let me just show you. Because you're predicted that your slide will only last for this amount of time for this guy to die. Like, okay, let me show you. You predicted that. Okay. Oh my god, that was a fail. You predicted that. That's all. That's all I need for that slide. But if he decides to go on the floor, you need to aim down, which is kind of like pulling you down, and it's just really kind of impossible. When you're down like that, you're just, if you slide and you end up down like that, you're most likely gonna die because you're just still and you've missed your target. So a slide is always a surprise move. You want to kill the guy at the right time. This is another slide. You want to kill them at the right time. You know. You always want to kill them before. You don't want to. You don't want to end up on the floor. So you stay. Okay, let's say a guy is sliding to you right now. If you do that, you're dead. So the best thing to do is just drop your cover. Go on the floor. He's still gonna be aiming up. He's still aiming here. And even if he drops on the floor, he's not fully grabbed you yet. You have full control over the situation. You could shoot him on the floor. You could do anything. But when he's sliding, he's finding it hard. He's like, shit, my target is gone. He's still on the floor looking for his target. Then he starts rolling around. But he can't aim it for you because when you roll around, you're literally just relying on pure luck. You can't zoom down your sight and keep sliding around. Is almost impossible. I don't think I know any player who could actually do that. So that's what I'm saying. That always, I just want to encourage you to always change your stance. You know. And another thing, if worse comes to worse and you're being pressured by when you're in this stance here, you always have the option. I can't really do on that. You always have the option to just roll out and give them that surprise pop, pop, pop. You know, like you hear someone slides, you go on the floor, he's still sliding and he's rolling, and like he's running like he's fucking smoking weed or something. And he's still popping. You're like, oh shit, I'm about to die. Give him the roll as well. Then you're rolling two joints. You know. And then you see who passes out first, you know. That's how you just treat your friends in the Ghost Recon. So I hope this is useful, and as always, this is Lost Pride, and I'm signing out. Thank you very much.